Hi, it's Dr. Bob with the Better Brain Academy and the movement modules. It's really important with the movement modules. It's about motion, movement of the body. But what happens is if we move the body, we'll actually contract. I'm on a hike right now. I'm about 2 hours into the hike on the way up to Half Dome. It'll be a 22-mile hike, 5,000 foot vertical feet, about 13 hours continuous hiking. So I stopped to stretch. So that's the focus this week, is stretching ourselves. Not only stretching ourselves mentally, pushing ourselves. The more that we pull back, the more that we restrict, the more that we get encased into old beliefs. So it's important to not only stretch our mind, but stretch our body. As dealing with professional athletes for over 30 years, one of the most important things that we do and emphasize is stretching. 80% of athletic injuries are because of improper stretching or not stretching enough. Our body will constantly be contracting and shortening up as we get older. It's just a law of nature. Now, there's also part of our brain, the brain stem. If a person has an injury to the brain stem, they will actually have contractions. If you see somebody with cerebral palsy or somebody that's had a brainstem injury, their flexion of the closing up and contracting of the body gets more exaggerated. If you think of somebody with Parkinson's, they actually are more contracted. They have a smaller gait and smaller walk. So one of the things you can do is to really open yourselves up. So extending the body and stretching is critical. That natural response to override flexion is by extending your brain, extending your thought, extending your motion. In today's world, we are set up to curl up and to close up. Think about it. You're watching television, you're on a computer, you're looking at your cell phone, you're in this flexed position. So it's important to take time and open up our body and extend and stretch. You need to stretch the flexor muscles and the extensor muscles to get them equal. That not only takes stress off of the joints, but it works different parts of the brain. Crossing over the body and doing some of the stretches that we talk about in our brain training exercises are important, because if we're working opposite sides of the body, it's working your left and right brain, your creative and your memory. So stretching gives you much more joint flexibility. There are so many different ways that you can stretch your body. Different just stretches. We have stretches for almost every activity that you want. We have baseball players, golfers, hikers, tennis players, marathon runners, NBA players. All those different players are really, if you're going to really expand and stretch yourself and help your brain and your body, you've got to do this regularly. So our body is contracting. We want to open up. We want to stretch ourselves. So I'm stretching myself today as we do this hike. It's a long time. It's a lot of elevation. But my mindset was to stretch myself, and once I'm in that journey, I just keep going. But I will be stretching probably every couple hours along this hike. So make sure that you stretch throughout the day. Don't just wait till you're doing your exercise. Do certain stretches so you can open up the body. The one where you actually bring and you extend your head up and you take your arms up above your head. Deep breath and extend back down. That is a great way to start your morning, to start your day, to extend and open up, because we curl up when we sleep. We want to open up when we are awake. So waken up your body today. Make sure that you're stretching regularly before not only your activities, before you start to engage in any type of movement or walking, but also just to engage and stretch your mind and stretch your body. So this message is about stretching. So I'm going to do some more stretching, and then I'm going to head on up to the top of Half Dome. Have a great rest of your day. So it's Dr. Bob of the Better Brain Academy. We're on top of Half Dome here. You know, brain health has a lot to do with moving the body and stretching yourself, not doing the same limiting beliefs, but keep stretching yourself. So 10-mile hike up here, 5,000 vertical feet. I'd like to say it was easy, but it wasn't. Definitely stretched me, and today's about stretching yourself a little bit further. Thanks for being part of the Academy.